Mike, great to see you, man, as always.
You too, Mike.
Last time we were together, we could hear the tables banging, the chairs screeching.
Atlantic City.
Caesars.
Exactly.
Labor was working hard there.
Exactly.
And now we're at the St. Regis tonight.
That's true.
Get together, friends, colleagues.
That is right.
People we do business with that love us, we love them.
Yep.
How's it going with the ULA?
ULA is going great, and it's because of labor and my labor family. ULA was started, as you know, as a site to support, educate, and promote informative content relative to our union labor community. And in putting that out there and saying, let's find inspirational stories, let's talk about and learn from union labor officials about what's important to them, how they're working to support union membership, how to drive opportunities of apprenticeship or diversity in labor or the infrastructure bill. These are all key drivers for employment and opportunities. And as I work in the labor field, and these are my clients, try to understand exactly what's important to them and how do I play a small role or a niche in that particular space. Yeah. So in putting this together during the hardest of times during COVID, not being able to go to the events that we love to go to. I mean, we love golf, we love playing golf. And when everything stopped, I said, how do I play a role to help support the membership, the union labor leadership that's always supported me, and being stuck at home for 2 years with COVID, losing my father at the time, my wife being very sick. It's like through the darkest times, you really try to find an opportunity to really find out what's really important in life. Yeah. And it's been my clients and labor that's really supported me during the darkest of times, and I wanted to find a way to help support them in the best way I could. So as opposed to turning off the TV and not watching all the depressing things that were going on, I said, let me watch labor start to communicate via Instagram and all the other social media platforms. And as opposed to just liking things online, I said, let's figure out ways to aggregate and collect that and share that information onto one centralized platform. And through great sponsors and supporters that really share in that same vision, I've been able to grow the platform, reaching around 75,000 people a month. Wow. And just working to leverage that and say, how do we do more? How do we support more? How do we educate the communities, people about what union labor is all about, the opportunities that are there, what a really great job and offering that you could receive as a union member. Yeah. And what inspires me is working through the building trades and public sector unions and seeing what an apprenticeship job is all about. Yeah. It's exciting because the trades are providing these skilled trades. And as a carpenter, iron worker, sheet metal worker, plumber, electrician, whatever gamut, bricklayer that you talk about, these are trades that you'll always have. Yeah. And I look at that and I look at it as almost like an artwork because they have this skilled trade that they could take on forever and create a career well past that, create a contracting or another legacy and opportunity, which really inspires me. And, in the niche in finance that I play, and in the health tech space that you play as well, all these efficiency drivers are, ways that we help communicate and work collectively so that we can, reduce expenses and repurpose that for member benefits so that the members can really benefit from some of the opportunities that we could utilize or work collectively with to support. So it's a great tool for me because I get to meet so many different service providers, meet union officials, and learn a little bit what's important to them. Yeah. Really that's the mission and vision: support, educate, and promote informative content relative to our union labor community. And you asked the question, so I'll tell you too. Is growing up in a professional career, what's been really great organization that's helped me is my Rotary Club. And Rotary is the largest charitable organization in the country, and their motto is service above self. And when I look at union labor officials and what they do to help support their members, they are serving others, servicing their members. And as a Rotary Club is a nonprofit, every union organization is essentially nonprofit as well, raising money for scholarships, members' assistance, benefits. Yeah. So if I put my Rotary hat on and look at my day-to-day life in supporting and serving others in the labor space, there's ways for us to help build out and work collectively to provide better benefits for those members.
I mean, the content's been incredible. I mean, there's so many misconceptions in the marketplace around labor, and some of the stuff that you've been able to put up just around the apprenticeship programs and what does a sheet metal worker do? I think that's part of it too, is just educating this country on these trades have been a constant. They've been here for over 100 years doing the work they do,
Yep.
unappreciated at times. But the content you're putting up there, like I encourage folks that are actually on the site, share it. Share the ULA content because it's really from a labor perspective, and even if you're not in labor, the education that you'll get from just seeing some of that content's incredible.
I love it, and it's not something that I'm creating. It's labor's creating this.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to share and inspire others by what these members are doing in the field, and it gets me, it inspires me.
Yeah.
And the people that we're interviewing, from female iron workers to photographers that are out there, building America and building the New York City skyline. It just, it's incredible. And it's what I love to do, and it's just trying to find ways to help support my labor family, the union clients that I support. Because if there's one extra dues-paying member, working collectively in that as a member of a certain union, that's helping the next generation. You're feeding the pensions, the welfare funds, the retirement funds, the vacation funds. It's growing, and if I could play any part in that particular role, then it's a little piece of what I'm trying to do.
It leaves your legacy that you're helping
Well,
promote
again,
and
I
educate.
love my job.
Yeah.
I love supporting labor. I love being connected, and it is a family to me.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to find additional ways to help support them in any way I can. Well, Mike, I'd like to thank you and Pay Matrix for all that you do to help support labor and the ULA Network. Yeah. And I'd also like to thank all our sponsors that are helping to support and build this channel. It's because of you we're able to grow and expand upon the vision and mission to support, educate, and promote informative content relative to labor. I thank you.
And Mike, have a great 23. So far, the success has been unheralded. 75,000. I mean, the numbers are growing. You're getting out the education. You're getting out the content. You're making a difference. Keep it up, and good luck in 23.
Thanks,
Thanks, man.
Thank you.